Chargers, and they score!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is time to talk Sea Unicorns baseball with the voice of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Adam Plager. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's good to be back. Another beautiful Monday here in Westerly.
Absolutely. Could you pull the microphone a little bit closer to you? There we go.
There we go.
How are you?
Doing well. Yeah, I don't know if anyone picked up what I just said, but
They did.
But yeah, good to be back. Another sun's out. I think that's always a good day. I know it's been a little wet, a little rainy out as of late, so I mean, enjoying the beautiful weather.
It was a good week last week for the Unicorns.
It was
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, started it out with a walk-off win there on Wednesday. Felt like that started to change the direction of the way things were going. Get out of that little funk right there, and then put together 4 in a row. Obviously, tough couple last 2 days. So 7-8 right now through the first 15, but I think right around where you want to be as far as starting to play the right way, find the consistency. I think that's the biggest thing. Starting pitching's been good, and I think it starts with that. And once you start to put together some good outings, things are going to really roll for this group.
It's a lot better to start off slow than to end slow, right? So if you're going to find your groove, if you're going to have a stumbling block, it's better to face that adversity early.
100%.
That's what I always say, at least.
Yeah, and I think it's the part of the year where you want to build on things. That's number one. You want to see what you have throughout the roster, give everybody a chance to play, see what they're about. And the coaching staff led there by Kyle Dombrowski is doing that right now throughout the lineup, giving guys opportunities to play in a couple different positions, see where they fit best, and then allow guys coming out of the bullpen to pitch in some different spots, some different opportunities. And again, you have to remember a lot of these guys some of them are risers about to see their first taste of collegiate baseball. And others are guys that were red shirts this past season, didn't pitch a ton. So just trying to get back into game form. Like we say, you can never simulate a game until you get into a game.
That is the truth. What has been the biggest, you run a lot of promotions. This past week you had, what was the dog one called?
Bark in the Park.
Bark in the Park. You had Bark in the Park, which was successful enough that you're doing it again this week. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite promotions that you guys run?
I'm super excited about Military Appreciation Night, which is coming up this week, June 20th. I believe that is a Friday night. We have a doubleheader that day against the Worcester Bravehearts. So we will wear our City Connect uniforms for the first time this summer to really showcase the city that we call home with a rose in New England on the front of that jersey. And want to thank Dime Bank, our proud sponsor of those uniforms. Finally able to wear those, and I can't wait. They're really special uniforms, and make sure you come out to the ballpark for that to support our military troops and be a part of that. And then Bark in the Park, I mean, what can't you like about that? Dogs, baseball, Sea Unicorns. I don't think it gets any better than that. And I think a big reason why we want to bring it back again this Saturday is because the weather is supposed to be very nice this Saturday. Some beautiful weather. And I think that's going to bring out some more dogs, have them barking in the park. And I'm a dog lover. I have a dog back home in California. So yeah, I'm really excited to see that. I think this is going to be a great week of promotions. And when you finally get a homestand of 4 games in a row together, I think that's where you really start to see the fans come out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely something to mark on your calendar whenever there's a homestand like that. It comes up. I feel like it comes up quick, right? Like July is obviously the biggest month for you guys. You start at the end of May, you go through June, and then July, everybody's out of school, everybody's there. And then of course you got playoffs and the end of the season in August. So what have you felt the momentum building as June continues to roll on?
100%. The season starts to really pick up. I think this point in the year where the days start to become a blur, and it's rinse and repeat every single day. And especially when you have a homestand like we have coming up, I think that's where I'm going to feel the pace of the season pick up, which I love. I love being able to go to the ballpark every day, call a game, and the sun start to heat up. The weather really turn out to be really nice. And I think that's the best part of it. And then once we start to get closer to that All-Star break, I think that's where you kind of look back and be like, wow, it's already almost halfway through the season. Where's the time gone? That's what I remember a lot from last season was things might feel a little slower, a little condensed early in the year, just trying to figure things out as far as everything that we're doing. Then once you get into a role, you feel that flow. It's like just starts to become natural, and you have that comfortability as well.
That's awesome. How well do you get to know the players?
Pretty well. I think I have a good relationship with the team, which I enjoy going to the locker room. You see the guys every day. Locker room talk, or I guess I would say cage talk, because the cage is right behind the locker room. So you go around the locker room to get to the batting cage, and you see the guys in there, and then the gym and the workout areas right across from the batting cage. And I get there early in the morning, especially on game days, 9:45, 10 o'clock is when I get to the ballpark.
Oh, wow.
And just start to get everything that I need done as far as some front office work that I'm doing in there, roster sheets. And then I pre-record the pregame show, get that all put together and everything like that. And then the players will slowly start to roll in around 2:30, 3 o'clock. And I normally interview a different player every day. It's fun to bring on different personalities and hear their stories and be able to share it with our fans. It's something that I really enjoy being able to do. And I think it's critical for me to have a great relationship with the players, with the coaching staff, because I want to share their stories on the broadcast, especially when they make a big play or when they're coming up to the plate. It's a little chapter about them is how I like to look at it. So that's some of the most fun. They're there, they have a good time, they have a smile on their face, and they really enjoy being there.
That's incredible. That is incredible. What sort of stuff do you do in the front office?
Yeah, so a lot of it is sales and advertising.
Yeah.
For some of our broadcast sponsors, which has been great. I really enjoy that opportunity to build genuine human connections with the local businesses in our area, of how their support really helps us and why we want to be able to give back and support them and promote their business and make it more than just an ad read, but a chance to tie in what they're doing within the community to really build up our city, our community in a great way. And we really want to see them come out to the ballpark, have a good time, have some hot dogs, have some of our amazing ballpark food, and enjoy the experience when they come out. So that's the biggest thing for me, and to be the voice of the team, to be an ambassador of the team wherever I go throughout the city. When I'm wearing my Sea Unicorns merchandise, it's a big thing for me, because in turn, when the ballpark gets filled up and the place gets loud, I feed off of it. It's a lot of fun to be in that environment, and I know the players love it, especially last season when we went on that run that we were able to do. I think there was a point in the year we were almost close to 20 games above 500. I think we got to 15 to 16 games above 500, and the city, the team, it really thrives. So
in a 62 game schedule, that is a huge feat. That's incredible. What would you say is the most fun? Do you like calling the games the most? Do you like getting there and meet and hanging out with the players and getting to know them, going out into the city? Like, what's the best part of Adam's day?
I think the favorite part is when our team is doing well and I get to bring up the intensity level on the broadcast, right? Because that's what it's all about. You see all the hard work behind the scenes pay off, and see the fans having a good time at the ballpark, and someone gets a big hit and they drive in a couple runs, or one of our pitchers gets a big strikeout, or the defense turns a double play, whatever it might be that we're doing really well. And you see that energy slowly, gradually build throughout that broadcast in those moments. And it's fun to see our players flourish in those moments. I know it means a lot to them. Don't get me wrong. I love going out in the city, meeting everybody, being around the players in the clubhouse. when they're taking their batting practice or when they're getting some work in during a bullpen or things of that nature. But I love when everything kind of comes full circle and they make a big play in a game, because I know for them that's what it's all about, and I enjoy getting to be the voice behind all that.
It's awesome. What's the First Mates Club?
The First Mates Club is for our for family Sundays. So it's children's 12 and under when they join the First Mates Kids Club. That's we enjoy that. They get to come onto the field, they run the bases, they get to have a catch in the outfield. So a big part of that is a tie into our family Sundays. And this Sunday is, I think, the biggest of them all. We'll have an ice cream social for all of our First Mates Kids Club members. Not too late to sign up. Get in on that. Great ice cream. It's a great time at the ballpark following our Norwich Unicorns baseball game on Sunday, matinee game. So once again, every Sunday home game is a 1 o'clock start time. And I enjoy seeing all the kids come out to the ballpark. They're always asking for autographs from our players. They hover around the bullpen area, right around where our home team dugout is. They love to be a part of it. So I enjoy getting to see them there. I was one of those kids not too long ago when I would go to the ballpark, and I was always screaming to get a ball from one of the players on the field, and I see them getting to do that. So a lot of fun to be there for that, and I think that also helps drive some of that attendance for our Sunday home games. It's a big part of that.
Yeah. When I was very young, when I was young, I caught a foul ball from Minnesota Twins manager Rocco Baldelli. He played for Hendricken, and he was coming down and played at Cheraho when he was in high school. And my cousin was pitching, and he fouled the ball off, and I went and grabbed it, and I was like, I think I'm in love with baseball for the rest of my life. So you start them young, guys. First Mates Club, and you can go to GoSeeUnicorns.com right now to find out all of the information and sign up for that, and give Adam a call in the front office.
I could be one of the people that answers the phone.
You could be one of the people that answers the phone. I think
gotta...
you'll know, because he's the voice of the Sea Unicorns. If he answers the phone, you'll know. You'll be like, Adam? Is it hello? Is this Adam?
Exactly, yeah. I'll always call the front office.
Now I just made it so that they're going to be disappointed if anybody else. The wonderful team at the wonderful staff at the Sea Unicorns, they're all great. Just because it's not always Adam, because he's interviewing people and making videos and doing everything else that he does. You wear a lot of hats, mostly all baseball hats, but you wear a lot of hats at the Sea Unicorns. It's nice. Yeah,
there's a lot of different things, which I enjoy. I think that's a part of the opportunity working in minor league baseball in a small front office. Even though it's summer ball, it's the same. We run it like it's a minor league baseball team, which is a great opportunity for me to understand the different parts that are involved in running a professional sports team, especially at this level. You have to start at this level to ultimately climb the ladder, and sales and marketing calls is a part of that. Interviewing the players, creating promotional content for our social media team, and then obviously putting together the game notes, the rosters, the stat pack, that all comes with it. And it's about managing time at the end of the day and making sure it comes out together. And at the end of the day, that's why I said calling the game is the sweetest part of it all, because that's what it all molds into at the end of the day. And it's a lot of fun. There's nothing like Dodge Stadium, and we really want to see everybody come out. Great venue, probably one of the best ballparks that you can go to in this area and enjoy baseball. And to see that backdrop for a venue for this team, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of history behind it. 30 years now of baseball there, 31st season, the 5th now for the Sea Unicorns. I don't know of a better spot that you could be on a weeknight, on a weekend night, on a Sunday. You want to make sure you get out there for sure.
Absolutely. You guys can check all of that out. Go See Unicorns on every platform, and GoSeeUnicorns.com. You can check out the schedule. Again, what is the promotions for this week that people should want to check out?
Yeah, so we have reading night coming up, which is a great opportunity for all of our youngsters coming in attendance. They get a book with them when they come in, and then military appreciation night, June 20th, and it's $8 tickets for all military personnel. And then it's a doubleheader against Worcester. So first game is going to start at 4:30. In between the two games, we will have our Military Appreciation Night festivities, the presentation for all of them. And again, we thank all of our military for what they do for our country to make what we do possible. At our ballpark, $8 tickets for military personnel. It comes with a food voucher as well. And then on the 22nd, we have the ice cream social after the game for the First Mates Kids Club. June 21st, Bark in the Park. We are running that back. So that's going to be a lot of fun this Saturday. You want to make sure that you're there for it. You don't want to miss it. There's nothing better than coming out to the ballpark and seeing the dogs there with all of us. We had Lola join me for Bark in the Park.
I saw
that was awesome. So that was a lot of fun to make that happen. So great week of baseball, 4-game homestand. Unicorns are going to start to get rolling, I think.
That is amazing. Guys, go check it out. GoSeeUnicorns.com. Adam, thank you so much. We'll see you next Monday.
We'll see you then, yeah.
And I am sure that Andrew Fiore, who is just chomping at the bit to start doing some stuff with the Sea Unicorns, is going to be here next Monday to join in on the baseball talk. So thank you so much, Adam. We'll see you next week. I appreciate you, man.
See you next week.